Hi everyone, this is Anjul Pathak and welcome to my channel. And in this video, we will learn how to create dynamic reference lines in your chart. So let's dive in. So I'll be using the Superstore dataset and I'll leave the link to download this dataset in the description of this video. Okay. Now let me first build a chart. Let's say I want to build a scatter plot, maybe profit by sales, and then I'll bring in the customer ID to detail. Okay, change the mark type to circle over here. Okay, and let's say we reduce the opacity over here. Okay, light a bit, and maybe size you can go a bit more. Okay, so this is the scatter plot basically depicting the profit versus sales for each of the customer IDs. Okay, let's now create two parameters which we will be using as a reference point in this chart. Okay, so create parameters, and let's say this is a sales threshold. Okay, so we will highlight all the values below this, and so this will be integer and current value 1. Okay, that's fine. And format, maybe we can change it to currency. Okay, and custom, this should be dollars. Okay, and that's it. Yes, okay. And then we'll make the profit threshold as a parameter profit threshold, and the same way we'll create the integer and change it to currency. Okay, and display unit I don't want, I want dollars, and just click OK, and then just show parameter control over here. Okay, so right now nothing will happen. Okay, because these are not linked to the visualization. Now say I want to link these thresholds to this view. I'll use the reference line. So first I'll use the profit, so at a table scope, so sum of profit at table scope, and it will open up the reference line dialog box. And here I'll be using the profit threshold. Okay, profit threshold parameter, and label could be the value. Okay, and I want to format this. Okay, so maybe I will fill below this value, say maybe a light gray color. Yeah, okay, and same for sales. So I'll again drag the reference line on sales this time for table scope, and this time around I will select the sales threshold parameter, and computation I will select label as value. And again here also I want to highlight this below. Okay, so now if you see, we have highlighted so right now threshold is $1 for sales as well as for profit. So below that threshold everything is highlighted. Okay, but I want somehow whenever I click on this or this or this, okay, so these values should change as per the selected mark. Okay, so now here comes the parameter actions into picture. So this enables parameter changes to be done through interaction with your view. Okay, let us see how do we create parameter actions. So in this worksheet level, go to the actions, this actions, and then click on add action and go to change parameter. So we already have two parameters in this view, right? One is profit threshold and another is sales threshold. So we will have to make two actions here to change those parameter values. So just click on this change parameter, and now you will name it as, let's say, sales threshold change maybe, and this is sheet 1. And when I select, then what should happen? Sales threshold parameter should change, and the field is sum of sales, right? This is sales related, so sum of sales should change. Click OK. And another one, I will click on change parameter to make the profit threshold change. Now I'll call it as profit threshold change, and again on select I will change the profit threshold parameter. So here the field will be sum of profit, which has to be changed, right? Okay, so name is there, which is the source sheet. Which parameter is the target parameter? This is the target parameter, which is the target field, which has to change. Okay, so okay, click OK. And now you will see, if I click on this has changed, and you will notice that these values are updated. So now I can easily see which point corresponds to what threshold levels, right? My levels are getting updated on each click. Now if you don't want that it should happen on click, I want that it should happen only on hover itself. So what you can do is you can go here and edit those actions. Okay, just click on the first one, go on edit. I have used the select option here. You can select hover also and click OK. Same for second, go here and edit, click on hover. Okay, select hover and click OK. And now what you will see is the moment I click hover, I don't click, the moment I hover on any point, it is changing, right? So this way what we have done is we have created a dynamic reference line, right? This is a dynamic reference line, and this is a very useful feature of the parameter actions which we have utilized. So we have first created the parameters, and we created a view, and then linked these parameters into this view using the reference lines. And then we have also made use of the parameter actions to update these parameter values. Okay, so parameter actions basically help in updating the parameter values, changing the parameter values. And that's it for the dynamic reference lines. I hope you found this video useful. So thank you for your time and thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel to remain updated with my new videos. See you again next time. Thank you.